Welcome to Cambodia Business Week with your host Anthony Galliano here on Radio 1 FM 103.7.
Hi, good morning, Anthony. Thank you for inviting me to FM 103.7. So basically, in Cambodia, we are running two businesses here. One is Smart Consulting, the other is Smart Learning Center. So what does Smart Consulting do? We do corporate management, all right? Second, we are into branding design. Third, IT. Fourth, sales and marketing. So this is one of the areas to help all those corporate company over here to find the gaps and what is going to be improved in the location. And as well, most of the company they need system and processes. That's one of the reasons we are here to actually help them. But of course, when we enter into Cambodia market, one of the bigger reasons we are into education is to relate more into adult education, helping the current workforce to be more well-geared in their skills development to better suit their next career.
Okay, so adult education, that's fantastic because I think that was a niche in the market which was lacking. So when did you first enter the market here? Because you're relatively new, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
I mean, really new.
Yeah, we are really new.
Okay.
Yes. We have a new company here for sure, but the people that we have is definitely not new in the industry, especially when it comes to this specific area. Like myself, I'm in the real estate and in the corporate management for the past 15 years, and I was in the public listed company as a director before, that I led the operation in terms of Singapore, Malaysia, and Cambodia. And I love Cambodia, and that's one of the reasons I landed myself in Cambodia after.
Where are you originally from?
Singapore.
Singapore, all right. So is, get a little background on Smart Consulting and Smart Learning Center. Is it a Singaporean operation?
Yes, it is.
All right, how many countries are you in?
At this moment, we are in two, Singapore and Cambodia.
Right.
So, but as for now, we put a lot of concentration into Cambodia. We find that there's a good demand here.
Right.
Yeah.
And what made you choose Cambodia? I mean, I'm always interested in companies that come here. They have a home base and they come to Cambodia. Out of all the countries in the world, they decide to come to Cambodia. What made you come? What was your business decision to come here?
Yeah, I think education. I think we, somehow right in Singapore, we have already went through a certain maturity of education, and we know how education is supposed to be like. There's academic, there's skill development. Then I noticed that Cambodia, they really need a lot of skill development. Of course, I do explore into other countries as well, like in Indonesia, Myanmar, Vietnam. So I think Cambodia is one of the good place to be in. One is, of course, everybody just talking about the GDP, and it's not surprising. The first thing we always look into GDP, and secondly, when I came here to station quite a while in my previous employment, so I realized that, I think there's a very, very big potential here. Not only education, it can be related to any other kind of businesses as well.
So when did you start operations here for the Smart Learning Center? When did you start your operations?
My actual operation probably about 4 months ago.
Okay, and what are the typical courses that you would be offering?
At this present moment, we are offering more to the professional development side. We are still in the midst of preparation into specialized courses, and we are doing some tests in the market, and depends on the local here, how they're going to accept into our course. Of course, we are looking into the pricing strategy as well to make it affordable to the Cambodian here to come to our class.
So this is not really training per se, it's more on the education side. So you go to a class and you do it for a period of time, or is it short-term sort of training elements to it?
Yeah, we are not really into academic. We are more into concentrating into that kind of short courses. Probably some course it may take 2 days, 3 days, or sometimes it may take into a week. Depends.
All right. So if I was to look now at your curriculum, what would you be offering me if I want to look at some courses? What courses are you offering today?
Yeah, I think what they really need leadership courses.
Okay.
Marketing courses, and customer and sales strategy courses.
And which is a big problem here is getting sales training. I mean, a lot of people in the market, there's just this huge demand for sales training. I think Cambodians generally tend to be a little bit shy in actually sales. So how does that course run? How do you improve people to go out and sell? I mean, if I'm a company listening and saying this is a big problem I have, and I know this exists in the market from the business that I see on the human resource side. How do you improve somebody to go out and sell?
On the human resource side?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think on the human resource side, of course, most of the company, they have maybe 1 or to just HR people actually is helping them. So I think that by helping all these HR people, the company must really understand what is the importance of HR first.
Right.
Yeah, when they understand, doesn't mean that, oh, I know I need a HR. No, you have to find out what exactly HR they need to do, send them for the right education, bring them to the right school, then I think it will help.
Okay, and what are your plans here in terms of expanding the types of courses you offer? Because I think we've seen now certainly a migration of companies. You know, Dale Carnegie, we had Sophie Koo on a couple of weeks ago. Dale Carnegie is coming here doing something similar.
Right.
You guys are coming in doing something similar.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the future of this vocational training industry? And I guess also it's not only vocational training, but it's developing people's skills as well. So training is one thing.
For sure, but I think it's good. It's not to me. It's not really a competition. It's a different kind of market.
Sure. Competition helps the industry grow unless it gets oversaturated, obviously, and that becomes a problem. So if I'm a CEO or an HR person listening to this interview today, what would you tell them? Why would I do this? And you know, what benefits am I going to get out of the cost I invest into doing this?
I think it's still subject to depends on the training, how in depth it is. Okay, and most of the training they run through lecturing style, you know, just to share experience or where I come from, where I am, what I work as. You should do this, you should do that. You know, it's more to that instructional side. We are looking into more to help them to go into creative thinking, critical thinking, and to let them realize, you know, okay, now you come to my class. Instead of always tell you what to do. Let us discover what do you have, what can you explore from there, and bring them to the next level. For instance, we use some strategy method like. It could be role play, it could be brainstorm, it can be group discussion, it can be case study. Then it's very interactive, okay, to let them realize what is the importance. Yeah,
okay.
Right.
So one of the issues, of course, in Cambodia is investment in these types of things, investment in training, which is not something companies have really come to grips with here yet, from what I've seen. And what's actually made it interesting is there's a lot of affordable lower-end training. I mean, if they get a bill for $100 or $200, that seems to be okay. But once the bill gets to 6 or 7,
30 to 40 of them really certified trainer from Singapore. So besides doing that, so we have revised our price to look at about just $100 just for 2-3 days to get the momentum moving.
$100 only.
Yeah, $100.
You sold me.
That's
not expensive at all.
I got a friend ask me, are you sure you're gonna go for $100 for a 2-3 days course? Where you came from? Okay, I say I came from Singapore. Are you sure you're gonna charge that fee? Why not? I say my objective here is to help. Of course, as long as my company operation is sustainable, let's do that. Just help first. Let them understand why education is so important and why do they need it. And especially I come from Singapore, education is the top priority. That's how we elevate ourselves to the next level.
Okay. And what are the most popular courses that you're offering now?
For now?
Yeah.
Okay, at this present moment, we still haven't really officially launched any big courses. We are still going a few.
So it's a really customized corporate training.
Customized corporate training,
right.
We are definitely looking into that. We are moving forward into that. In fact, I have ready courses, about 100 over courses ready. But it's just that I just have to handpick the real suitable one to offer to the industry.
Okay. And what are your future plans here in Cambodia?
My future plans?
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely every business do have their vision. Learning center will want to be the most preferred learning center over here, especially for adult and skills development and able to bring them to the corporate world, okay, and serve their job well. Right.
Okay, and you've been coming from Singapore, now you're in Cambodia. We asked the classic question, what do you love about Cambodia and what would you like to see improved?
Okay. I think the people here
got you on the spot, right?
Nah, that's okay, it's okay. Yeah, I ever asked myself this question. People ask me this question. Honestly, I don't really have a definite answer that, long term, what I can do it here. But I think for the next 2 years, what I'm going to do here is more important. After that is done, then I will know my longer term. But of course, I think based on a simplified vision, I want to be established here permanently and keep bringing continuous education to different sectors.
Well, Morgan, thank you for coming.
Right.
We wish Smart Learning Center, and thank you for coming to the market. always need to be better educated. I wish you success.
Yes.
And come back in a bit and tell us when you get firmly established how the business is going.
Sure, definitely. I would love to do that.
Thanks a lot, Mo.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.